With over 49 million weekly visitors, LinkedIn recently crossed the 1 billion member mark. In the 20 years since its founding, the site has changed. While career histories and available positions remain essential to its operation, the news stream is becoming more and more important. It can be difficult to distinguish the signal from the noise on a website with over 2 million postings every day, particularly when trying to figure out how to make the most of your online presence. I'll walk you through how recruiters really use the platform and how you can make yourself more discoverable in the process. Because in all honesty, it's simpler for a recruiter to find you a job. Generally speaking, recruiters spend more time looking for candidates than they do reviewing incoming applications. Consider it the difference between spearfishing and trawling. We have access to a completely different version of LinkedIn, which is incredibly costly and goes by the name LinkedIn Recruiter. We can view every member on the globe with this business edition of LinkedIn. You may view your first, second, and third degree connections when you search the site. Everyone is visible to us, every single billion. Increasingly, discernible LinkedIn engineers developed a number of tools and algorithms to make our lives easier while trying to locate you. You can make the most of your presence on the platform by being aware of how we use these tools. At least you have to. 1. Upload your resume. Do this from the Application Settings tab under Jobs, making sure to check the box next to Share your resume data with recruiters. 2. Completely complete your profile's career history section. 3. Make use of the functionality of your abilities. For example, if you're a project manager, you may have skills related to Agile, Scrum, Visio, Notion, etc. When LinkedIn Recruiter was launched, everyone searched for candidates using terms like title, company, location, or keyword. The manner that recruiters use the platform has changed along with it. These days, 60% of recruiter searches begin with this typical procedure, with skills accounting for the remaining 40% of searches. Put plainly then, if you're not making use of the talents functionality, you're not noticeable. Recognizing the recruiter's point of view. Recognizing the average response rate to recruiters using InMail on LinkedIn is 30%, which includes those who reply to indicate they are not interested. Stated differently, 7 of 10 messages we send are not returned. This is true for recruiters across all industries and regions. There are additional algorithms operating in the background to aid in our outreach efforts being more effective. LinkedIn provides us with candidate subsets for each search we conduct, including those who are more likely to respond or who engaged with our talent brand. To be considered for these cuts, you ought to 1. Visit the websites of the companies you'd like to work for. Some business websites include extra features that let you show that you would love to work there. 3. Engage, like comment, repost, with content that is shared by the business itself or by staff members you follow. It's good practice to reply to recruiters' messages, even if you're not actively seeking, as it places you in the 70th percentile. Building relationships with recruiters now will benefit you in the future by allowing you to refer someone who is. Because, well, you never know where we'll end up next. Feature of Open to Work. Seldom has so much controversy surrounded such a benign piece of functionality. An article that claimed that having the Open to Work feature makes you look desperate went viral this past week. Not to be overlooked, the individual cited in that piece also stated that recruiting is like dating. Well, not at all. The feature was developed by the LinkedIn product team specifically to reduce friction in the job search process in response to the initial wave of pandemic layoffs. You can indicate that you're open to opportunities using one of the feature's 2 options, both of which have very positive outcomes. You can only let recruiters know that you're looking for a new job by using the first option. The green Open to Work banner, which is visible to all users, is the second option. You might want to use one or both of these features depending on where you are in your job search. Recruiter outreach usually increases by 40% as a result of the first feature. Usually, the second feature leads to a 20% increase in messages from all around the LinkedIn community. To reiterate the point made earlier regarding the in-mail response rate, the LinkedIn algorithm indicates that you are more likely to respond, so turning on these features leads to receiving more recruiter messages. In my opinion as a recruiter, there is no scenario in which you wouldn't want to make use of these features. It is confirmed by all the data that they greatly improve your chances of getting hired. What about job applications? In general, a company hires external candidates through 3 primary channels. The breakdown is nearly constant from year to year. 50% of jobs are filled through incoming applications. Employee referrals account for 30% of positions filled. 20% of jobs filled through outreach to recruiters. You must participate in all 3 groups if you want to optimize your job search strategy. There is truth to much of what has been written about how frustrating it is to apply for jobs and not hear back. The good news is that, despite the fact that applying to jobs can sometimes feel like a thankless task, it does help the algorithm by increasing your visibility to recruiters from that company. The algorithm classifies you as engaged with the talent brand after you apply to a company. Making sure you're visible across all platforms and doing everything in your power to become discoverable are the keys to success in this competitive talent market.